So we have a wall oven here. It is Kenmore, made by Frigidaire. And the complaint on this, the bake bottom was not coming on. So first things first, it's a lot easier to work on these things to remove the door. And you see how I do it. Lift, and it comes right off. Just be careful, don't drop it. Now, what we're doing here, you have two screws, and you want to lift and slowly, do not yank. Otherwise, you're going to leave those wires on the inside, and you will have to literally remove the oven and find those wires to reconnect. So what we're doing here now is we're going to be checking for power. So by the way, before you actually get to that point, be very careful as you pull the element connector with the wires out. Just like that, be very careful. Now, get your meter, and guys, of course, make sure the unit is powered off. And we're using our alligator clips, and we're connecting to the element wires, both sides. And you're going to set your meter to volts AC. And also, yes, see that? That's electrical tape. And you can use anything, rubber, plastic, no metal. And you do not want to have those terminals touching the body of the stove. So we're going to turn the power on. And we're going to look for 120 times 240. So once we get our voltage, then we know that we had a problem with the element. So right now what we're doing actually is we're checking to see if the element was grounded, which it's not, because a grounded element will give you a short. So we're checking now. I think the power is going to be turned on, and we're going to be looking for 240 volts. There's the lights.
Yep.
And as you can see, no voltage. So that tells you that the element is not getting any power. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn the power back off, and we're actually going to go up top. First, we're probably going to put the element back in, and also verify that we're not shorted or grounded, I should say. So once the unit is inserted back into its location, you're going to check for grounding, and I'll show you how to do that. And of course, always check your breaker. If you're having issues with your oven, you can turn it off and on, and sometimes that will resolve the issue. Now, self-cleaning is something that I always tell customers do not do. This customer actually is using self-cleaning, and that's when she had the issue. Now, we'll get to that shortly, and I'll explain to you some of the good things or bad things about self-cleaning and what it can do. So the power is back off, and we're going to remove the meter, and we're going to put the element back in. Actually, we're going to check for continuity on the element. While you're there, just go ahead and put your meter to continuity. Element is good. Now one more test and you'll see it shortly. Make sure you get your connector back on properly. So you're gonna lift. There is like a little, either a lip or you'd be almost like a 7, the number 7. So you have to kind of raise it up and push it back under. And those are Phillips screws. All right, so now that you have the element tucked in, here's one last test. You connect your meter to continuity and you're making sure now that you're not getting any short, and you put your meter lead on the element and then touch the body.
Anything is metal back there
Off the stove, and that tells you that if there's a short, meaning if the element in the back is touching metal, it's going to beep. So as of right now, everything's good. All right, so we're up top, and I will explain and show you how to remove the front. Pretty straightforward. You just have 3 screws at the bottom, and you push up. So that's a thermal cutoff, and that's the guy that's bad. So we're going to remove that, and well, I did not have one on the truck, so it will not be replaced at that time, but I will show you how to test it. You test it for continuity. It should beep when it's good. If it doesn't, it's bad. So what you can do, this is only for testing now, get a piece of wire and hopefully a small enough piece of wire to where you can insert them into the opening of the wires so that you're able to get a full and good contact. And once that is done, make sure that nothing is touching. So here we are testing it. It is dead. You should always have continuity, meaning signal. So here we are, we have a piece of wire, and as you can see, that's now completing the circuit, by the way, that piece of wire, and that's only for testing. And shortly you'll see the element glowing. You can see it heating up, turning off light, so you can see the element getting hot. There it is. Alright guys, that pretty much covers that. I just wanted to show you, and sometimes it's not the end of the world. These are things you can do yourself. Just follow along. And those are the tabs. Those tabs actually get into those slots, and you push down, and that's it. Alright, so Phillips screws, snug everything up, and that's done. And all you have left is your other door. You lift and set it down onto its brackets, and once that's done, you just close those clips, and that's done. And that's the end of the video. Just order your part, and I will link that in the description. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate you subscribing.